Hello, I'm Mrs. Republican Jesus.
And I'm Mr. Republican Jesus.
And today we're talking about Meghan Markle and her boyfriend, Prince Harry, and that interview they had with that black American woman.
Yes, this has really brought me on side. I wasn't much of a royalist, but now hearing that they're a bunch of blatant racists really helps me relate to their brand.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, that black woman, Meghan, so uppity. I mean, how do you expect to be treated as a black woman in the English royal family?
Yes. Unlike her husband, she was rescued from a broken home, and now she expects to be treated as some sort of princess just because she married a prince.
Absolutely disgraceful, you know, so ungrateful. I mean, really, if I was her, I'd be grateful for everything I was given.
Yes, she knew what she was getting into when she married into the family of racists. Why should she be surprised that this great, old, traditional racist family are racist?
Yes, I mean, it's such a grand medieval breeding program. And have you heard about the latest thing, though, this diversity czar? I mean, you know, apparently they're now talking about how they've got to have LGBTIQ people and disabled people in the royal family. I mean, how are they supposed to breed and attend, you know, royal functions in, what, a wheelchair?
Yes, this family is entirely blue-blooded, and how can they maintain that if they marry a black person? They should only be able to marry their direct cousins and no one else to maintain the true royal tradition.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, inbreeding leads to the best genetics.
Yes, and so, over to you for whatever pointless arguments you have against this family.
Hello, I'm Goth Queen.
And I'm Mr. Red. Honestly, I'm completely unsurprised that this medieval breeding program has overly traditionalist and racist values. I think that the smartest thing for Meghan to do right now is distance herself from the whole inbred pile of fuckers and just try and live her life so she doesn't end up as the next Princess Di.
Now, we do need to credit Don Lemon from CNN for that particular phrase, medieval breeding program. That is
not
just...
inbred fuckers. CNN provided medieval breeding program.
That was just deliciously bitchy. I love it. And speaking of deliciously bitchy, do have a sit down with a scotch and read Patrick Freen's article from the Irish Times, written on March 8 about this, the Meghan and Harry interview. It is just fabulous. Thank me later. Now, biases.
Mr. Red.
And I do need to declare our biases to the whole 13 people at home watching this. Hi!
Mr. Red.
Because of Scottish heritage, I'm of Irish heritage. I'm also legally an Irish citizen. So considering what the English royal family did to my own grandfather, I might be a little biased towards thinking that the English royal family might be a touch racist. Anyway, particularly as one of their own sons is saying so. But truly, it would have been in the English royal family's best interest to treat Meghan and Harry with a little bit more kindness and to maybe, you know, let go of their desperate inbreeding inclinations, because Meghan and Harry are extremely popular, and that is why they're able to get multi-million-dollar contracts with Netflix, etc. Even after, you know, breaking with the royal family. You know, they are very popular when you compare them to, say, Kate and William, or particularly Charles. And the English royal family really needs popularity, because the way it is at the moment, you know, the only reason that the English are still clinging to their royal family, even though they no longer have any real power, and you know, a lot of the countries that are part of the Commonwealth, particularly after this interview, are thinking we want to distance ourselves from this. You know, the only reason the English are hanging on is because the royal family owns so much land and they bring in tourists. That's about it. And as soon as that dries up, they've lost their bargaining power.
And I really hope that the royal family can be brought into the 21st century before we have to resort to bringing out the guillotines again. But at the moment, I'd be really surprised to see them move out of the 16th century.
Hashtag eat the rich, hashtag guillotine.
I think the smartest thing for Meghan to do is get the fuck out of that family before she ends up as the next Princess Di.
I actually love that, Meghan. That's great.
Sorry, what did I call her?
You just said Meghan. That's Meghan Markle. Meghan. This is great. Yeah.
Okay, so...
No, you heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Okay, well,
she's now called Meghan. No, we're keeping this. We're keeping this. Also, I was going to say... I was going to say that...
Mr. Red
has not...
Let's restart.
Oh, all right.